Baseball from Long Island Ducks baseball third baseman Matt Wessinger. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we ask you now to please turn your attention to the pitcher's mound here at Met Baseball Park. On this Sunday afternoon, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you Long Island Ducks on-field host. There he is. There's Jason Liddick.
Thank you, Philip Albertone. Good evening, Met Baseball Park. The Long Island Ducks would like to thank today's game sponsor, AARP, for handing out those great logo baseballs to the first 1,500 fans here at Met Baseball Park. And speaking of our game sponsor, AARP, with me today is AARP hometown hero, Mark DeVirgilio. He is a Port Jefferson native, and Mark was nominated by his daughter Danielle for this honor and was chosen from numerous submissions given to AARP. Mark is a big baseball fan, having been associated with the Selden Centering Green Village Little League since 2004, and he is coaching his son's Nick T-ball team. He's currently their treasurer and helps out whenever possible, whether it be scheduling practices or getting fields ready for play. Mark is also a big supporter of us here at the Long Island Ducks, and he has been one of the first fans to purchase season tickets going all the way back to 1990.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship.
Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bunts up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks Northwell Health Southside Hospital pregame show.
We are live here at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight, it is game number 3 of a 3-game series, the rubber game of the set, as the Long Island Ducks take on the Sugarland Skeeters in the finale of this 3-game homestand for the Ducks. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of today's action, and thank you so much for tuning in here on the Ducks flagship official YouTube channel, youtube.com/LIDucks, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball, and online as well at LIDucks.com. A little bit of a delay here at the start of the game due to some inclement weather that came through the area prior to first pitch, pushing the start time of today's game back to 2 o'clock p.m. We are still on schedule for that, on or close to 2 o'clock. We will be slated to begin, so a delay of about 30 minutes or so at the start of the game due to some rain that came through, but the tarp is off the field, the grounds crew getting everything ready, and the umpires out on the field exchanging lineup cards with the managers, Kevin Bias of the Ducks and Gary Gaetti of the Skeeters. Ducks enter at 23-19 on the season thanks to their 7-3 win over the Skeeters last night in the middle game of the series. They're still a game and a half back of the Somerset Patriots in the Liberty Division standings. Meanwhile, the Skeeters, with their loss last night, remain 3 games in back of the York Revolution, who are in first place over in the Freedom Division. Ducks will be heading on the road to face those Revolution on Tuesday. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll recap yesterday's game with highlights included.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark as we get ready for this afternoon's game between the Long Island Ducks and the Sugarland Skeeters, rubber game of a 3-game series. After the Ducks took last night's middle game by a final score of 7-3, Ducks were able to get started early as they plated a run in the bottom of the first inning against Sugarland lefty Aaron Thompson. Phelan Lentini opening up the inning with a single, and that would bring up Dan Lyons. Payoff pitch, Lentini goes, and Lyons rips this one down the left field line, fair ball. Base hit for Dan Lyons. Lentini around second, he heads to third. Kevin Baez waving him around third. He will come in to score, and Lyons in safely at second with the RBI double. 2 batters into the first, and the Ducks have a 1-0 lead. Ducks right-hander Mark Blackmar with the 1-0 lead got into a jam in the second, loading up the bases with 2 outs in the inning, but he struck out Beamer Weems to get out of that threat. However, in the third inning with 1 out, Ricky Haig reached on an error by third baseman Cody Puckett, and then Renee Tassoni and Jeremy Barfield followed with back-to-back singles, Barfield bringing in the unearned run, and the Skeeters had tied up the game at 1 apiece. In the fourth inning, though, the Ducks would get the lead back as Ruben Gotay singled to center leading off the frame. And then with 2 outs, Cody Puckett, who had not been in the starting lineup the last 6 games, back in the lineup last night, and he came through in a big way. 1-1. High drive in the air to deep left field by Puckett. Barfield goes back, turns, looks, and you can forget it. Welcome back to the lineup for Cody Puckett after missing 6 games in the starting lineup. Hits a 2-run home run in his first game back, and the Ducks retake the lead. They're in front 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. So Cody Puckett with his 4th home run of the year, putting the Ducks back in front with a 3-1 lead. In the 5th inning, 1 run quickly picked up by the Skeeters on a single by Haig and then an RBI triple to center by Renee Tassoni, his 2nd triple of the year. But Blackmar responded with a strikeout of Barfield, and after a walk to Young, struck out Scott and got Mathis to fly out to left, stranding 2 more runners on base. And so that kept it a 3-2 lead for the Ducks, and Long Island would respond in the bottom of the 5th inning when Anthony Vega singled off the pitcher Aaron Thompson. Lentini followed with a single to right and then stole second to put runners at second and third with nobody out, and up to the plate came Dan Lyons. 0-1 from Thompson, and Lyons a rip inside the bag at third and down the left field line. Vega will score. Lentini around third. He will score. Lyons goes to second and stops there with his 2nd double of the night. He's got 3 RBIs, and the Ducks have a 3-run lead at 5-2. So Dan Lyons with his 2nd double of the game, driving in 2 more runs for 3 RBIs on the night, and the Ducks had a 5-2 lead. Skeeters again would get a run in the 6th inning when Palmero singled, Weems doubled to put second and third with nobody out. Blackmar struck out Dominguez, got Haig on a sacrifice fly to left for the 2nd out of the inning. It would bring in a run, though, and make it 5-3. Patrick Kreider then came in, struck out Renee Tassoni for the final out of the inning, and then the combination of Frank DiGiulio Jr., Bruce Kern, and Todd Coffey combined to allow just a leadoff walk in the 7th before retiring the final 9 Skeeter batters, the final 6 on strikes. And the Ducks would add unearned runs in the 7th and the 8th, an RBI single by Cody Puckett in the 7th, and an error on third baseman Patrick Palmero, bringing in Vega in the 8th inning. And the Ducks had a 7-3 lead. They would win by that score. Mark Blackmar, the win, improves to 4-1 on the year. The loser, Aaron Thompson, falls to 1-1 in a game that took 3 hours and 2 minutes in front of the 2nd sold-out crowd of the season, 6,401 here at Bethpage Ballpark. Take another break here on this pregame show. When we come back, we'll look at the pitching matchup for tonight's game. Ducks will be sending right-hander John Brownell to the mound with a chance to make some history today, and the Skeeters will counter with right-hander Parker Frazier.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Well, the Long Island Ducks have taken the field here at Bethpage Ballpark, getting ready for this afternoon's affair after a brief rain delay at the start. Skeeters have lined up in front of their dugout on the third base side. Joining the Ducks out on the field today are a couple of color guards. We've got Cub Scout Pack 38 of Islip Terrace and Girl Scout Daisy Troop 938 of East Islip. They are out on the field. Over in the first base coach's box. Meanwhile, on the third base side, members of Forest Avenue Elementary School are out there as part of the graduation lineup for today's game. So congratulations to the recent graduates of Forest Avenue Elementary School. And momentarily, we will have our national anthem, which today is going to be performed by the Nathaniel Woodhull School. Ducks and the Skeeters playing for the win in this series. Skeeters took the opener here 3-1 behind a great pitching performance from Sean Gallagher on Friday night. The Ducks racking up 7 runs yesterday on 10 hits as they were able to defeat the Skeeters 7-3. Got some more good pitching from Mark Blackmore and then the bullpen. And so we'll see who claims the finale here today. Fans being asked to rise. We'll turn things over to Nathaniel Woodhull Elementary School with today's national anthem. And a very nice job by the Nathaniel Woodhull School with today's national anthem, wearing all green Ducks shirts with the Ducks logo on the front to celebrate their group outing here at Bethpage Ballpark today. Well, it is time to take a look at the pitching matchup for today. Right-hander John Brownell taking the mound for Long Island with a 3-1 record and a 3.82 earned run average. His start today is his 7th of the season and 91st as a member of the Long Island Ducks. He has tied Randy Leake for the most starts in Long Island Ducks history with those 91. So he is now the record holder, or tied for the record, for 3 different categories in Ducks history, along with innings pitched and strikeouts. And if he gets the win today, would tie Leake as well for the all-time franchise record in victories with his 40th as a member of the Ducks. On the other side, right-hander Parker Frazier will take the mound for the Skeeters. 5-1 record with a 4.12 ERA on the season thus far. He has been pretty good thus far for the Skeeters, but coming off a rough outing his last time out, the 5 wins, most in the Atlantic League this year. This will be his 9th start. But in his last outing on Tuesday against New Britain, allowed 6 runs, 5 earned on 7 hits, over 5 2/3 innings, walked 1, struck out 2, and took a no decision in what was eventually a 10-7 Skeeters victory. Time to look at the starting lineups for today's game. It will be Rene Tassoni leading things off. He is the center fielder. Jeff Dominguez bats second. He will play third base this afternoon. Delwyn Young at second base hits third. And the cleanup hitter is the left fielder. That is Jeremy Barfield. Travis Scott at first base bats fifth. Kent Mathis in right field today hits sixth. Johan Lamonte gets his first action of the series. He's the designated hitter today and batting in the number 7 spot. Ricky Haig will play shortstop today. He will hit 8th. And rounding out the order, getting his first action of the series, is the catcher, Alberto Cordero. On the other side for the Long Island Ducks, Phelan Lentini leading things off in right field. Dan Lyons bats second, plays shortstop. Ruben Gotay, the second baseman, will hit third. And in the cleanup spot today is the designated hitter Cody Puckett, taking the spot normally held by Tyler Colvin, who will get the afternoon off. Mike Blank will get his first start of the season at first base. He bats fifth. Blake T. Cody is in center field and will hit sixth. Mike Dowd does the catching, bat seventh. Anthony Vega in left field hitting eighth. And rounding out the order for the Ducks is the third baseman today, and that is Matt Wessinger. So after a brief rain delay at the start, we are just about ready to go on this cloudy Sunday afternoon here in central Islip, New York. Rain has ceased for the time being, maybe some light drizzle, but that is it. Not enough to stop play. And we are just about underway as Rene Tassoni steps into the batter's box. John Brownell steps up onto the mound for Long Island. And the first pitch of the afternoon on the way is dealt just outside for a ball, and we are underway.
Start time of the ball game is 2:04.
2:04, the official start time of the ball game. So a rain delay of 29 minutes at the outset. Ground ball past the mound towards the middle. Dan Lyons, the shortstop, fields behind second. He'll have no play, though. And safe at first is going to be Rene Tassoni on the infield single.
Temperature of today's ball game is 66 degrees.
66 degrees, the first pitch temperature, so a little bit cooler here on this Sunday afternoon. So Tassoni, who has been red hot this season, reaches on the infield single to short. And now Jeff Dominguez will come up to the plate.
Jeff Dominguez, number 26.
So Jeff Dominguez steps up to the plate, batting from the left side. He's a switch hitter. First pitch on the way from Brownell. Dominguez squared to bunt. He ends up taking a curveball in for a strike. And the count goes to 0-1. Good that the rain held up after the brief delay at the start to allow these two teams to take the field today for the final game of this 3-game series. 0-1 from Brownell. And this hit on the round, broken back ground ball to second. Gotay fields, flips the short one. That's all they'll get. Was not hit hard enough at all for the double play, so it'll go as a 4-6 fielder's choice. Good strong flip on the backhand, though, by Gotay to get that out at second. I thought he might take the shore out at first since it was hit so slowly off the bat at Dominguez. But he's a former big leaguer out there and able to get the ball quickly to Lyons for the force out. So runner at first, one away. And up to the plate will step Delwyn Young, the switch hitting second baseman. First pitch from Brownell, and Young takes a big curveball that drops in again for a strike. And the count 0-1. The right-hander at 3-1 on the season with a 3.82 ERA, 7th start of the year, and has 30 strikeouts to 11 walks in 35 1/3 innings pitch. From the stretch, the 0-1, swing and a miss. Good changeup from the right-hander, and Young way out in front of it. The count quickly 0-2. Wind is blowing fairly strong here today. It is going from right to left. Those clouds coming in from beyond the first base stands and ranging out beyond the left field wall. 0-2 pitch on the way to Delwyn Young, and he will take a curveball that is just outside. Runs the count to 1-2. Young at .278 on the season with no homers and 9 runs batted in. Despite the cloudy skies, lights are not on this afternoon at Bethpage Ballpark. Dominguez leads off first with 1 out. And the 1-2 on the way from Brownell. Swung and line in the air to center field. On the run in is Blake T. Cody, and he'll make the catch in left center to retire Young for the second out. Good grab by T. Cody, who got a good jump off the bat of Delwyn Young. Defensively for the Ducks this afternoon, Anthony Vega gets the start in left field. Blake T. Cody is in center, and Phelan Lentini around in right. On the infield from left to right, it's Matt Wessinger at third base. Dan Lyons is the shortstop. Ruben Gotay at second. Mike Blank is over at first. Behind home plate doing the catching, Mike Dowd, and on the mound is the right-hander, John Brownell. So again, congratulations to John Brownell. 91st start of the season. He has tied him with Randy Lake for the most starts in Long Island Ducks history. Runner from first goes. Pitch is taken for a strike. The throw down to second base is not in time. Dominguez just gets in there ahead of the tag from Gotay. So a stolen base for Jeff Dominguez. Very rare to see guys steal on Dowd, but he got a good jump. And Dowd's throw was a little bit to the third base side of the second base bag. So for Dominguez, that is stolen base number 4 in 6 attempts on the season. 0-1 to Barfield. Curveball misses down and away for ball 1. Barfield on the year at .316 for the Skeeters, 8 home runs and 31 runs batted in, among the league leaders in several categories. Leads the Atlantic League with those 31 runs batted in, second in homers, behind Telvin Nash of York, who the Ducks will see this week in Pennsylvania. Brownell misses up high for ball 2. And Barfield currently is 6th in the Atlantic League with his .316 batting average. So he is doing what he can to try and win the Atlantic League's Triple Crown Award this year. And right near the top in all 3 of those categories. Here's the 2-1 from Brownell. Barfield is swinging a hot shot past Dan Lyons and into left center field for a base hit. Dominguez around third. He will come in to score. It's a 2-out RBI single for Jeremy Barfield. And the Skeeters take a 1-0 lead. So Barfield continues to hurt the Ducks with 2 outs in an inning. In game 1 of this series, in the first inning, came up with a 2-out RBI single to left and a 2-out solo homer to left center in the 9th inning. And yesterday had a 1-out RBI single in the 3rd. So he has got 4 runs batted in now in this series. And Sugarland has struck for the game's first run thanks to the stolen base from Dominguez. And the first pitch here misses down low to Travis Scott for ball 1. Scott, the first baseman today after catching last night, batting in the number 5 spot for Sugarland. Here's the 1-0. Scott squares the bunt, pushes it to the third base side of the mound. Barehanded by Brownell. His throw to first right on the money. And in time for the out. So 1-3 is Scott retired on the bunt attempt. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left for the Skeeters. We head to the bottom of the first. Sugarland 1 and Long Island coming to bat.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and bench coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Pave your way.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owls party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. To the bottom of the first inning, Ducks in an early 1-0 hole. The Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up again this season to present the Walks with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quackerjack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. So the Ducks will look to answer right back against Parker Frazier in the bottom of this first inning after Sugarland gets the 2-out RBI single from Ducks nemesis Jeremy Barfield. And as we head to the bottom of the first, Phelan Lentini will lead things off for the Ducks, batting from the right side. First pitch on the way is a breaking ball taken on the outside corner for strike 1 by Phelan Lentini. Lentini hitting .315 on the season for the Ducks. He's got 2 homers, 25 runs batted in, fouls 1 back behind the plate. And the count quickly at 0-2. Frazier works quickly on the mound, especially with the bases empty. From the windup, Frazier kicks and fires the 0-2. Lantini a swinging a ground ball foul. Third base side. We'll do it again at 0-2. Frazier making his 9th start of the season. Atlantic League leader in wins with 5, as compared to just 1 loss. Struck out 20, but has walked 17 in 43 and 2/3 innings. Has given up 45 hits. And here Lantini, a line drive up the middle in a center field base hit. And Lantini now with the longest hitting streak by a Duck this year at 12 consecutive games. So a good start for Long Island here in the bottom of the first inning. Getting Lantini on base, him and all his speed. 14 for 14 in the stolen base department this year. Atlantic League leader in stolen base percentage. So Lantini is on to start things off, and now Dan Lyons to the plate from the right side, who drove in Lantini in the first inning yesterday with an RBI double down the left field line. Frazier from the stretch now, and his first pitch. And Lyons takes a fastball under the hands for ball 1. Lantini had bluffed from first. Lyons hitting .298 on the season, 3 homers, 20 runs batted in, 3 hits and 3 RBIs for him last night. After a couple of slow games, he comes up with a big performance last night to lead the offense. 1-0, and he rips one on the ground over third and into left field, a base hit. Lantini around second, he'll hold on right there as Barfield was ready to come up throwing. So the Baltimore chop to third right over the head of Jeff Dominguez. Lyons has a hit, back-to-back singles for the Ducks to start off the bottom of the first against Parker Frazier. So Lantini to second, Lyons to first, each team now with 2 hits. And the Ducks' second baseman and 3-hitter Ruben Gotay will come up to the plate. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the right-hander Parker Frazier. Ducks gave Frazier his only loss of the year back on May 19th in a 9-2 victory. First pitch on the way, and Gotay takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. The second baseman at .288 on the season, no homers, 8 runs batted in for Long Island. Frazier comes set, and is 0-1. Breaking ball just missing outside to even up the count at 1-1. Good crowd on hand here on this Sunday Family Fun Day, despite the rain that has fallen during the course of the morning. 1-1, swing and a miss. Gotay chasing down and out of the zone. And that has put him behind in the count now at 1-2 with Cody Puckett waiting in the on-deck circle. Ducks falling behind 1-0 in the top of the first, threatening to at least tie the game with runners at first and second and nobody out. And speedy guys Lantini and Lyons. Here's the 1-2, and Gotay is swinging a hot shot to second base, bobbled there by Young. He flips to second and not in time. Lyons safe at second base, according to third base umpire Fred DeJesus. That is going to bring Gary Gaetti out of the dugout. And he will have a discussion with DeJesus. So it will not go down as a hit for Gotay. It goes down as a fielder's choice. David Speranza, the first base umpire, is now talking to Ricky Haig, the shortstop, and it looks like he is trying to say that it looked like Speranza was trying to say to Haig that the throw had pulled the shortstop Haig off the bag to the center field side of second base, and Gaetti trying to get an explanation from both DeJesus and Speranza, but he gets whatever he can, and now we'll head back to the third base dugout. I'll try and see what I can see on the replay. Again, it goes down as a fielder's choice, all the runners advancing, not a hit, as the second baseman Young tried to get the out at second base, just could not get it in time. So everybody safe on the fielder's choice. Lyons to second, Lantini to third, and Gotay to first. And up to the plate steps the designated hitter and cleanup man, Cody Puckett. First pitch on the way, and Puckett a swing and a miss, way out in front. So the count goes to 0-1. righty-righty matchup here. Frazier comes set the 0-1. Puckett takes a curveball this time outside. And that'll even up the count at 1-1 strike. Trying to go back here to see what we might be able to see on that play to see whether or not the runner was indeed out or safe at second. 1-1. Puckett takes down and away. Runs the count to 2-1 strike. Well, from our vantage point on this replay, it looked as though Haig's foot was indeed on the bag. And it was bang-bang, though, as to whether or not Lyons' foot had gotten there in time. It was so close, hard to tell. But they met the ball and the foot of Lyons at the same time. Here, a ground ball to second. Young bobbles it again. This time gets the out at short. That is it, though. In to score is Lentini on the RBI fielder's choice from Cody Puckett, and the Ducks have tied up the game at 1 apiece. So 2 fielders' choices in a row, and both of them bobbled by Delwyn Young on both chances. Could have been double play balls, but instead Young bobbles both after he had made an error in last night's game. And so the Ducks are unable, or the Skeeters, are unable to convert the double play in both situations. A run comes home for Long Island, and it's now a 1-1 ball game for Puckett, his 24th run batted in of the year. Now Mike Blank to the plate. The 5-hitter batting from the right side. First pitch, and the breaking ball is dealt for a strike. The count is 0-1. Blank on the season for Long Island is at a .258 with 3 homers and 15 runs batted in. Breaking ball misses down low, 1-1. So Lyons is the runner at third base. Puckett the runner at second with 1 away. 1-1. Blank takes a curveball here. That drops in for a strike from Frazier. The count goes to 1-2 for Lentini, his 34th run of the season on that fielder's choice that leads the Atlantic League. One-two pitch. Blank takes a curve. This one misses outside from Frazier. That'll even things up at 2-2 strikes. So Puckett, who drove in 3 runs last night, his first game back in the starting lineup since the day game of the doubleheader last Saturday. He had been dealing with a hamstring injury, trying to recover. And he had a big day yesterday and already has driven in a run today. Now a 2-2 from Frazier to Blank. Pitch on the way, and he'll swing and hit a ground ball to third. Gobbled up there by Dominguez. Goes to second for 1, on to first, double play. A 5-4-3 around the horn double play hit into Mike Blank, and that will retire the side. So the Ducks will settle for a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. 1 inning complete, and each team with a run.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark as we go to inning number 2. Ducks and the Skeeters are tied up at 1. It'll be Kent Mathis, Johan Lamonta, and Ricky Haig taking the mound. Mathis, Lamonta, and Haig coming to the plate for Sugar Land against Brownell, who takes the mound. And the first pitch coming up from the right-hander. Kicks and fires, and Mathis swings and fouls it straight back to the screen. So the count is 0-1. Brownell on the season for the Ducks at 3-1 with a 3.82 ERA, earned a win against this Skeeters team in Sugar Land on May 19th. As the 0-1 here is a breaking ball outside to even up the count. That day in the 9-2 Ducks win, he allowed just 2 runs on 8 hits over 6 innings of work, walked 1 and struck out 6. Here's the 1-1. And Mathis swings. It's a fly ball in the air to center field. Barely having to move Blake Teacody. Now takes a couple steps to his right and makes the catch. And Mathis is retired for the first out of this second inning. Umpires for today's game, Silvio Martinez Jr. is back behind home plate. He had gotten hit in the midsection with a foul ball last night in the top of the first inning. Was able to stick in for another inning, but eventually had to come out of the game, and we had a 2-man umpiring crew for the remainder of the game. David Speranza took over behind home plate, and DeJesus out in the field, Fred DeJesus. First pitch is in for a strike on a curveball to Lamanta, 0-1. And so today, Silvio Martinez Jr. back behind home plate with David Speranza at first base and Fred DeJesus at third. 0-1, swing and a miss. Good changeup from Brownell. And way out in front of it was Lamanta, who's getting his first action of the series. 208 on the season with 2 homers and 10 runs batted in. Now the 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. There's that cutter diving down and in. Lamanta way out in front. First strikeout of the day for Brownell, and there's 2 away. So John Brownell looking to etch his name further into Long Island Ducks history. Has done so already by tying the team record for games started. And a win here would tie him with the wins record, and he would either be tied or in sole possession of the records for Long Island Ducks history in wins, innings pitched, starts, and strikeouts. First pitch is a breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 1. And as of now, based on the rotation, he would be slated to take over sole possession in starts on Saturday in Southern Maryland. 0-1 is fouled back to the screen off the end of the bat of Ricky Haig. And the shortstop quickly behind 0-2 as Brownell looks to work a quick 1-2-3 second inning. Base is empty with 2 down. Haig will step back into the batter's box. And the 0-2 on the way from John Brownell is upstairs. Missed on a fastball, and it's 1-2. Brownell in his 5th season here with the Ducks. Randy Leake had held all 4 of those team records when he set them between 2007 and 2010. Here's the 1-2. Check swinging a high fastball. They appeal to first. David Speranza says he indeed went around for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Brownell. And a quick 1-2-3 inning in the second. To the bottom half of inning number 2 we go. Ducks and the Skeeters tied up at 1.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free. It takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.psegliny.com/savemoney.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. John Brownell with a scoreless inning in the top of the second. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2. With the Ducks and the Skeeters tied at 1, it's time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Lou Ford remaining out on the disabled list for Long Island. He is dealing with a hamstring injury. Report is that he is about 1 to 2 weeks away from returning from that injury, and that is certainly good news for Long Island. I'm sure they are excited to get him back once he is healthy and ready to go. Delta Cleary Jr. remains out on the disabled list with a hand injury, but he is on the mend and hopefully nearing a return as well. And he will be a welcome addition back into the lineup and in the outfield. Sean Burrows missing his second straight game. He has some shoulder soreness day-to-day right now. Hopefully we'll be able to get back in the lineup during the team's six-game road trip that starts on Tuesday in York, Pennsylvania. First pitch here is taken outside for ball 1 by Blake T. Cody, count 1-0. Kevin Byers giving Tyler Colvin the day off today. And Mike Blank getting the start at first base for the Ducks, his first start at first this year. 1-0, and T. Cody checks a swing, takes downstairs for a ball. So it is now 2-0 on Blake T. Cody. Hitting .239 on the season with 3 home runs and 9 runs batted in. The third baseman, Jeff Dominguez, plays in tight. The 2-0. Ripped back up the middle on the ground and into center field, a base hit. So a leadoff single in the second for Blake T. Cody, and the first hitter of each of the first 2 innings for the Ducks has become a base runner. Lentini with a single up the middle in the first. Now T. Cody in the second. And the Ducks get a speedy runner on base for the catcher, Mike Dow. So here is Dowd to the plate from the right side. Don't know much about Albert Cordero. The catcher today for Sugarland. Not the everyday guy, that's usually Travis Scott. But Cordero and Wilfredo Rodriguez share the catcher's duties with him as the first pitch is inside of Dowd for ball 1. Rodriguez caught here on Friday night, Scott yesterday, and now Cordero today. From the stretch, Frazier's 1-0, throw over to first, chases T. Cody back to the bag. T. Cody 2 for 2 in the stolen base department this year and represents the go-ahead run, so we'll see if Kevin Byers puts him in motion at any point. From the stretch to 1-0. Kicking the pitch on the way, and Dowd takes a fastball inside. Good eye from Dowd, who is now ahead in the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He's hitting .333 on the season for the Ducks. No homers and 14 runs batted in. T. Cody being held on by Scott, and a quick throw over chases him back to the bag. Anthony Vega waits in the on-deck circle for Long Island. Frazier's 2-0. Dowd a swing away, and he fouls it off back behind the plate, just slightly off to the third base side. So now 2-1. Skeeters will fly back home tomorrow, and then they will begin a homestand at Constellation Field on Tuesday against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Meanwhile, the Ducks will head out on Tuesday to York, Pennsylvania to open up a 6-game road trip against the Revolution. 2-1. Ground ball here hit towards second. Could be 2. To second for 1 and on to first, a double play. So a 4-6-3 double play hit into by Dowd. The second double play hit into by the Ducks in the first 2 innings. And Delvin Young, who had a chance earlier in that first inning, had a double play a couple times and missed it by bobbling the ball. Is able to field that one cleanly and flip to short for the first out. Haig returns it to first for out number 2. And so just like that, the base is empty, 2 away, and Anthony Vega will be the batter. First pitch, and Vega swings away and chops one foul at the plate. Count is 0-1, and you can see why here in the early going. Frazier has the numbers that he does. He gives up a lot of hits, already 3 hits in this game, and 45 and 43 and 2/3 innings this season, but he doesn't give up a ton of runs. At least he hadn't been until 2 of his last 3 starts. But he finds ways to wiggle out of a lot of jams and give the Skeeters some length. The 0-1 popped up in the air foul, third base side out of play. And Vega quickly behind a 0-2. He has gotten that batting average up to .280 on the season with a home run and 19 RBIs. Has really been hitting the ball well of late. Now it'll be an 0-2. Frazier kicks and fires, and Vega takes a fastball in for a called strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game for Frazier, and the side retired in the second. So for the Ducks, no runs on a hit. Because of that double play, nobody left on base. 2 complete, and the Ducks and the Skeeters are tied at 1.
Hey fans, this is infielder Sean Burrows, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the park night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
So we head to the 3rd inning with the Ducks and the Skeeters still even at 1. Ducks will return home on Tuesday, June the 14th, when they will open up a 7-game homestand, starting with a 3-game series against the New Britain Bees. Game time at 6:35 p.m. Ballpark gates open at 5:35. It's a 2 for Tuesday, so a chance for a buy one, get one free ticket offer by entering the promo code BOGO when you buy your tickets online or via the Ducks mobile app. First pitch here is taken outside for a ball 1 by the Skeeters 9-hitter and catcher Albert Cordero. Cordero was listed on the roster as a righty hitter, but batting from the left side. 1-0, popped up in the air foul, third base side out of play, and that will even up the count at 1-1. Cordero on the season is batting .158, 3 hits and 19 at-bats, no homers or RBIs thus far for Sugarland. 1-1, high pop-up behind the pitcher's mound, and now drifting out into shallow left, the shortstop Dan Lyons is there to make the catch. And there's the first out of this 3rd inning. So 1 out, back to the top of the order for Rene Tassoni. Cordero is apparently a switch hitter. So not a righty hitter, he is a switch hitter. And pops out for the first out of the inning. First pitch here to Rene Tassoni is lifted in the air down the left field line foul. The count 0-1. Tassoni starting off the game with an infield single up the middle to short, but was stranded there, or was retired, I should say, at second on the fielder's choice ground out by Jeff Dominguez. Here, a pop-up in the air foul, third base side of the plate. Dowd sheds the mask, gives it a look, but this will be about 4 rows back behind the Skeeter dugout. And now the count is quickly 0-2. Brownell retired the side in order in inning number 2 after allowing a run on 2 hits, including the 2-out RBI single by Jeremy Barfield in the first inning. Breaking ball here is on the outside corner, strike 3. Nice pitch from Brownell, freezing Tassoni, 3rd strikeout for Brownell. And there is the 2nd out of the 3rd. You may hear mooing in the background every time he strikes out a batter, if you aren't aware. That is the Brown Cow moo here at Bethpage Ballpark. His teammates affectionately know and call John Brownell as Brown Cow. And so every time he picks up a strikeout, you'll often hear that moo in the background. First pitch on the way to Jeff Dominguez, and that is taken for ball 1. Dominguez batting in the number 2 spot, grounded into the fielder's choice his first time up. 1-0. That's hit on the ground a second. Ruben Gotay fields on 2 hops, throws to first in time for the out. And another 1-2-3 inning for John Brownell, who has retired 7 in a row since Barfield's RBI single. 2.5 complete here at Bethpage Ballpark on this Sunday afternoon. Ducks and the Skeeters are all even at 1.
Hey fan, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr. and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. On to the bottom of the third inning. Ducks and the Skeeters are tied at 1 apiece. And Ducks fans, when Jeff Dominguez grounded out to second base and the top half of the third inning, that was the 15th out of today's ball game. And did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. So, after each side scored a run in the first inning, neither side has been able to plate a run since. In the first pitch here to Matt Wessinger, the 9-hitter and third baseman, is a breaking ball strike from Parker Frazier. Right-hander gets the sign, and his 0-1 pitch to Wessinger is a fastball low, leaving up the count at 1-1. Wessinger at 200 on the season, no homers, 7 runs batted in, and this is his first season with Long Island. From the windup, Frazier deals a 1-1. Wessinger taking down and away. Another breaking ball went off the glove of Cordero. So the count goes to 2-1. Frazier stands in at 6'5" on the mound. He's 175 pounds out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. 2-1. Popped up in the air, foul back behind the plate, over the screen and out of play. Now even at 2-2. Frazier, 27 years old. And a former 8th-round draft pick of the Rockies back in 2007. 2-2. Chopped on the ground, foul at the plate. As Wessinger got a piece to stay alive, we'll do it again at 2-2. He'll be followed by Lantini and Lyons, who both singled. Back in their first at-bats of the ball game. Another 2-2 from Frazier. Kicks and deals, and Wessinger takes a fastball low and inside for ball 3 that has worked the count full. Wessinger trying to make it 3 straight innings in which the leadoff man gets on base for the Ducks. Payoff pitch from Frazier, and Wessinger swings and grounds this one to third. Charging in, fielding Dominguez. His throw across the diamond is in time to get Wessinger by a step, and there's the first out of the third inning. So 1 away, and up to the plate will step Phelan Lantini as the Ducks begin their second trip through the lineup.
Phelan Lantini, number 22.
Lantini to bat from the right side. He had grounded a single up the middle his first at bat back in the opening inning. Frazier gets the sign from Cordero, the first pitch, and the breaking ball misses inside, 1-0. Lantini coming off of a 2-for-5 performance in last night's game. He scored twice and picked up his 14th stolen base of the year. 1-0. There's a fastball strike on the outside corner from Frazier. Crowd has been fairly quiet in the early going. From the windup, the 1-1. And Lantini pops this one up in the air down the right field line, twisting foul and out of play. So that'll run the count to 1-2. Weather's supposed to turn great after today. Of course, today the last game of the homestand for Long Island. 1-2. Popped in the air, foul again, first base side, back into the seats. Up into the luxury suite level. So the count remaining at 1-2 on Lentini. Ducks will head again to York, Pennsylvania for 3. First meeting of the year with the Revolution, who they'll play 10 times in the final 27 games of this first half. Hot shot down the third base line. Foul off the facing of the camera well. And Lentini battling with Frazier to stay alive. 1-2 still. So their first look of this season at People's Bank Park, where the Revolution have played well this year. In York, entering the day in first place by 3 games in the Freedom Division. They're 26-17, holding the best record of any team in the Atlantic League. Another ground ball foul, third base side by Lentini. So that will certainly be a good test for the Ducks, and Kevin Baez said it earlier to me today that in a perfect world, he wants at least 4 wins of the 6 games on the road trip. But he thinks he would take 3-3 against those 2 opponents. Definitely wants to earn a series win at Southern Maryland against the struggling Blue Crabs team. 1-2, a high fly ball, deep left field. Barfield going back to the track at the wall, and you can forget it. A solo home run with 1 out in the 3rd inning from Phelan Lentini. His 3rd home run of the season. The Ducks have the lead at 2-1. So after 3 straight 2-strike foul balls, Lentini hits the 7th pitch to the at-bat over the wall and left. Homer number 3, RBI number 26 on the season. And Lentini has given the Ducks their first lead of the afternoon. So the Ducks in front by a run at 2-1 on Lentini's solo blast to left. 26th home run of the season for the Ducks. If they hit 100, they'll meet the Chappies home run challenge. As Lions rockets one to deep left center. On the run is Barfield in the gap. Reaches out, and he cannot get it. This will land and go to the wall. Lions on its way to second. He'll stop right there, and he is on with a 1-out double. Good effort from Jeremy Barfield in the left center field gap to try and get that one, but just out of his reach on a dive. He seems to be okay as he gets back up and looks like fixes a divot in the outfield. The Lions, after his 3-hit night last night, is now 2 for 2. And he picked up his 13th double of the season. So he's on at second base with 1 out, and that'll bring Ruben Gotay to the plate. So as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by Dan Lyons' double, it is the Ducks' 26th home run of the season. And if the Ducks hit 100, they will meet the Chappies Home Run Challenge, and Chappies Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Frazier steps off the rubber as Lyons takes his lead at second base. Here is Gotay to the plate, who grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. First pitch on the way, and Gotay swings, and it's a ground ball to the right side. Diving block made by second baseman Delwyn Young, and his throw to first is in time for the out. So Gotay retired. Advancing to third base is Dan Lyons. That's the 2nd out of the inning. And with 2 away, that'll leave it up to the DH, Cody Puckett.
Cody Puckett, number 2.
So Dan Lyons, who was 3 for 5 last night with a couple doubles, has 2 hits and 2 at-bats with another double today. Lentini, who was 2 for 5 last night, is 2 for 2 with a single and a homer. And 2 runs scored along with the RBI. Now Cody Puckett to the plate, looking to drive in his 2nd run of the day, and he fouls off the first pitch back behind the plate. 0-1. Tied up the ball game in the bottom of the 1st inning, did Puckett on the RBI fielder's choice. Brought home Lentini from 3rd, 4-6 fielder's choice on what would have likely been a double play ball had Delwyn Young not bobbled it. At second base, he's had a tough go of it in the field here in the early going today. The 0-1, and Puckett lays off the breaking ball down and away. Again, Puckett coming back in the lineup yesterday after hitting in the 9th inning on Friday night in a pinch hit role and popping out. Had not played before that since the day game of Saturday's doubleheader last week. 1-1. That's down and away again from Frazier for ball 2. And Puckett was 2 for 4 last night with a home run, his 4th of the season. First since May 14th in game 2 of a doubleheader. And he drove in 3 runs while scoring 1. 2-1 the count. Frazier kicks and fires. Puckett swings. It's a high fly ball deep to left field. Barfield back to the warning track. Up the wall, and you can forget it. Cody Puckett, his 2nd 2-run home run in as many days, 3 runs in the third for the Ducks, and they go in front 4-1 over the Skeeters. Well, can you tell he's excited to be back in the lineup and feeling much better after that hamstring injury? A 2-run blast last night against Aaron Thompson. Another 2-run home run here today against Parker Frazier. The Ducks have scored 4 in the first 3 innings, and they lead it 4-1 over Sugarland. Second home run of the inning for the Ducks. Nothing Barfield could do about that one. Here's Mike Blank to the plate. And his first pitch from Frazier is taken for a strike. And the count 0-1. Blank a double playground at his first time up. So Puckett with 3 more runs batted in today. Now up to 26 RBIs on the season as Blank swings and misses. And the count 0-2. 27th homer of the season for Long Island. And again, if they hit 100, they'll meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. And Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. 0-2 fastball misses low and outside for ball 1. Frazier already with 52 pitches in this game, 35 for strikes. And the 1-2 on the way. Blank takes another fastball down in the dirt. That'll leave it up the count at 2-2. So the Ducks really making Frazier work. They have 3 hits in this inning and have scored 3 runs on a pair of homers. 2-2. Ground ball fouled off to the third base side. Do it again at 2-2. Lantini with a solo shot. Plunkett with a 2-run blast. All in this third inning. Frazier came into the day with just 2 homers allowed and now has given up 4 as Blank swings and misses for strike 3. And that'll end the inning. But the Ducks get 3 runs on 3 hits in the inning, highlighted by Lantini's solo blast and Puckett's 2-run homer to left. No errors, nobody left on base. We have played 3, and the Ducks in front of the Skeeters now 4-1.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Well, the Ducks have given John Brownell a lead to work with. He is in front, and the Ducks are in front 4-1 in this game. Right-hander returns to the mound for his 4th inning of work, and Delwyn Young will lead things off for Sugarland. First pitch is a breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 1. Young will fly out to center field in his first at-bat back in the opening inning. Brownell has retired 7 straight since giving up the RBI single with 2 outs to Jeremy Barfield. And here Young hits a high fly ball to center field, drifting back Blake T. Cody, and he'll make the catch at straightaway center for the first out. Well, it is time for our 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. Today's question, of course, will revolve around Ducks starter John Brownell. Fairly easy question if you know Brownell and his career history. Of course, everybody remembers that Brownell's first start and first win came against the Sugarland Skeeters back in 2012 down at Constellation Field. First pitch on the way is a breaking ball taken inside for ball 1. But prior to coming to the Ducks in late 2012, he was pitching for another team that was based in Texas. Barfield rockets one to deep right center field. T. Cody on the run. He won't get it, and it's going to one-hop the wall. Lantini picks it up and fires it back in. And Barfield's got his second hit of the game with a one-out double in the fourth. So Barfield now 2 for 2, and that is his 8th double of the season. He is at second with one out. And up to the plate will step Travis Scott. So Brownell was pitching with another Texas-based team and was traded to Long Island. And the rest is history, as he is now the franchise leader in strikeouts, in innings pitched. He is tied for the all-time Ducks record in games started, and with a win today would tie that record too. First pitch here to Travis Scott is a fastball strike at the knees, 0-1. The question, what was the name of the team that Brownell was pitching for in Texas before he came to Long Island? We'll let you think about it. We'll give you the answer in the bottom half of the fourth inning. From the stretch, the 0-1. Brownell kicks and fires, and this swung on and missed. Chasing downstairs is Scott, who tried to bunt his way on with 2 outs in the first, but was retired on a good, strong throw from Brownell from the third base side of the mound and in front of it. So the count 0-2. Brownell looking for his 4th strikeout of the day. Here comes the 0-2, and Scott will take just off the outside corner for ball 1. Brownell in his last start took the loss on Tuesday in Lancaster. Didn't really get much run support in the 7-1 Ducks loss. He allowed 4 runs, all earned on 8 hits over 6 innings, walked 2 and struck out 5. 1-2. Breaking ball misses low and inside. And now we're even at 2-2. Again, Brownell will tell you not his best stuff and probably should have pitched better, but kept the team in the game. Long Island just couldn't sustain any offense and get the big hits that they needed in the series opening loss. Here's the 2-2. Scott, a line drive, just foul down the first base line. A bullet off the bat of the Skeeter first baseman, but just a hair out in front. So he pulls it foul down the line. We'll do it again with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. After Scott will be Kent Mathis, as the Ducks trying to protect a 4-1 lead. Here's the 2-2. And it's down in the dirt. Scott takes for ball 3, so he has worked the count from 0-2 to 3-2. And if Scott reaches, it would bring the tying run to the plate in this top of the 4th inning. Ducks with 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd, taking a 4-1 lead over Sugar Land, their first lead of the day. Now the payoff pitch from Brownell. Kicks and fires, and Scott will swing and hit a pop-up in the air to shallow right. Gotye, the second baseman, goes out. Calls off Lantini, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Scott retired after a good battle with Brownell, getting the count full after falling behind 0-2. There's the second out, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Kent Mathis. Ducks will enjoy an off day tomorrow, as has been the case often in the early going this season. Lots of Monday off days to start the year for Long Island. Here's Mathis to bat from the right side. Pop to center back in the second inning. And the first pitch on the way is a breaking ball taken on the outside corner for strike 1. But one of the biggest issues Brownell had in that 7-1 Ducks loss was allowing 2-out hits. 3 2-out hits given up in the game, 2 of them by Brownell. That produced 2 runs. To cover the 4 runs that he gave up, the 0-1. Breaking ball down and away to even up the count at 1-1. And earlier in this game in the first inning, the RBI single to left by Jeremy Barfield came with 2 outs. But opponents this year haven't really done much against Brownell with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, just 1 of 7 against them. 2 of 17. 1-1. Popped up in the air to center field again by Mathis. Drifting back, Blake T. Cody. He'll have plenty of room, and in straightaway center, he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So a good job by John Brownell as he throws up his 3rd straight scoreless inning. Working around the 1-out double from Jeremy Barfield. He is stranded on base. And through 3.5, Ducks with a 4-1 lead over the Skeeters.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Darren Downs, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Bottom half of the fourth inning, Long Island Ducks lead it 4-1 over the Sugarland Skeeters. It is time for the answer to today's fourth inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. We gave you the question in the top half of the fourth inning. Prior to coming to Long Island in September of 2012, John Brownell was pitching for another Texas-based team in independent baseball. We wanted to know which team it was. The answer, the Grand Prairie Air Hogs of the American Association, was with them in 2012 and was 8-7 that year with a 3.65 ERA in 21 starts before being traded to the Ducks on September the 5th for future considerations. First pitch to Blake T-Cody taken for ball one. And the rest is history, as Brownell is now the franchise leader in strikeouts and innings pitched for the Long Island Ducks. 1-0 downstairs from Frazier again. It's 2-0. And also is now tied for the team record in games started with his start here today, and with a win would tie that team record as well. Brownell, one of the all-time Ducks greats, two-time Atlantic League champion. 2-0, that's rocketed to the right side, but caught by the second baseman, Ruben Gotay. So T-Cody now 1 of 2 on the day after singling in his first at-bat. And there's the first out of the fourth. We'll see if Brownell gets an all-star nod this year for the Atlantic League. Amazing that he has had the kind of career that he has had for the Long Island Ducks, and yet has never been selected to an Atlantic League all-star game. First pitch on the way to Mike Dowd, and the fastball's on the outside corner for a strike. He's not that Clayton Kershaw type that will strike out a ton of hitters, not give up many hits at all, and just have the tiniest ERA possible. 0-1. That's line in the air to shallow center field. It'll drop in front of Tassoni for a base hit. Mike Dowd has his first hit of the day. He is 1 for 2. Seventh hit already for Long Island. And the one-out base runner in the fourth. But Brownell gives you consistency. Two things he has been able to give the Ducks throughout his entire career here on Long Island has been consistency and a workforce as an innings eater. Eats up a lot of innings. Set a franchise record a couple seasons ago with 202 innings pitched back in 2014. Last year, the franchise record in strikeouts with 146. And here a fastball misses outside for ball one to Anthony Vega. The one thing he hasn't done a ton of this year is eating up a lot of innings. His last 5 starts, 4 of them he's gone 6 innings. The one he didn't, he went 6 1/3. So he's giving the Ducks some length, but oftentimes you'll see him go 7, 8, 9 innings in starts. 1-0, and Vega swinging a miss way out in front. Now the count 1-1. He has gotten into some higher pitch counts as he's given up 39 hits over 35 1/3 innings entering today. But for the most part, has given the Ducks consistent performances this year. And it came in 3-1 with a 3.82 ERA, very respectable numbers. 1-1, and this is swinging a miss by Vega, who grounded out, or struck out looking, in his first at bat back in the second inning. So now behind at 1 ball and 2 strikes against Parker Frazier, who was trying to bounce back after allowing 3 runs in that third inning. 1-2. Fastball is on the outside corner, strike 3 called. So Vega goes down looking for the second time in this game. Third strikeout for Frazier. Now a 2 away, that is going to leave it up to Matt Wessinger. So here is Wessinger to bat from the right side. He had grounded out to third base to start that third inning for Long Island before the bats exploded for 3 runs. First pitch here is a curveball taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Frazier's in his first season with the Skeeters, but did spend time with the Bluefish last year in Bridgeport. 0-1. Fastball misses down and away. We have 1 ball, 1 strike pitch coming up to Wessinger. Came in on the day hitting 200. This is his first action of the series as a starter. Throw over to first, chases Dowd back to the bag. Dowd 1 for 1 in the stolen base department this year. Wessinger did pinch hit here on Friday night and struck out. 1-1. And Wessinger a swing and a miss out in front of an off-speed pitch from the right-hander. And he's now behind in the count at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ducks leading by 3, bottom of the 4th. And Wessinger takes way outside this time to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. If Wessinger reaches Phelan Lentini, who has had a terrific start to his day, will be up next. He and Lyons are both half the way to the cycle. Here's the 2-2. And Wessinger a ground ball foul up the third base line. So we'll do it yet again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This field looks great considering the amount of rain we had about an hour prior to first pitch. Once the gates opened at the ballpark, a deluge of rain fell and finally cleared up. Only a 29-minute delay at the start. Wessinger a swing and a miss, strike 3 on the curve from Frazier. Back-to-back strikeouts after the 1-out single from Dowd, and that'll retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Ducks in the 4th. They leave 1 on base. 4 complete on this Sunday afternoon at Bethpage Ballpark, Long Island 4 and Sugarland 1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Pave your way.
Enjoy the ultimate VIP fan experience at Bethpage Ballpark this season by taking in a Ducks game from the exclusive Trouttown Fan Can. Presented by Roscoe Beer Company, the Fan Can is available for rental at all Ducks home games. It features 12 Dream Seat theater-style padded seats, beverage holders, an air-conditioned atmosphere, and an incredible view of the game. Packages are now available with food and beverage included. To reserve your Fan Can outing today, call the Ducks Group Sales Department at 631-940-3825. The Trouttown Fan Can at Bethpage Ballpark. Your VIP experience awaits. Ducks fans chill out all summer long with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee available at the concession stands here at Bethpage Ballpark. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or check out their cafes in the Hamptons. Ducks with a 4-1 lead as we head to the 5th. John Brownell back to the mound. The right-hander thus far has thrown a total of 45 pitches, 31 for strikes in the first 4 innings. Has been very efficient on the afternoon. And the first pitch is a breaking ball taken for a strike by Johan LaMonta, 0-1. LaMonta batting in the 7th spot today as the DH. Struck out his first time up. And here he takes a curveball on the outside corner, another called strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Infield with a slight shift to the right side here. Matt Wessinger well off the bag at third base, playing in the hole between third and short. And go to check the swing on a high fastball. Lyons shaded more up the middle, but still well on the third base side of the second base bag. Ruben Gotay over to his left a little bit, and Blank near the line at first. 1-2 is popped up in the air to left center field. Drifting to his right is Blake T. Cody. And in the gap, he makes the catch. Nearly collided with Anthony Vega. But T. Cody was able to make the grab as Vega got out of the way. And there's the first out of this fifth inning.
On the shortstop, number 2, Ricky Haig. Number 2.
So Lamonta retired for the second time today. That'll bring up the shortstop, Ricky Haig, who is batting in the number 8 spot today. Had been hitting in the top of the order the first 2 games, batting in the number 2 spot. And had also played second base in both games, but today dropped down in the order and playing at shortstop. Brownell's first offering to him is a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Haig yesterday was 1 for 4 at the plate, drove in a run, and scored twice. The 0-1, big curveball from Brownell, who is just pounding the strike zone here in the early going, and he's ahead of Haig, 0-2. I haven't seen many deep counts for Brownell in this game. For the most part, pitching to contact. He does have 3 strikeouts on the afternoon. And here a check swing liner to first, caught by Mike Blank. Easy grab for him to retire Haig, and there's the second out of this fifth inning.
Catcher number 3, Albert Cordero.
So a two-way Albert Cordero will come to the plate. The catcher and 9-hitter, a switch hitter batting from the left side. Brownell looks in for the sign. And gets the pitch he likes. First offering to Cordero on the way. And he'll take a fastball, knee high on the outside corner. And Brownell again ahead, 0-1. Cordero had pumped up to short his first time up. Popped up foul, third base side. That is out of play. And again, Brownell is ahead, 0-2. From the windup, the 0-2 pitch, Cordero taking down and away for ball 1. Again, it was Wilfredo Rodriguez behind the plate to start this series. And then Travis Scott yesterday doing the catching. The 1-2, breaking ball, just missing the outside corner. Good eye from Cordero. So that'll even things up at 2-2 as Brownell tries to work his third 1-2-3 inning of the game. And fourth consecutive scoreless inning after giving up a run in the first. Here's the 2-2. The kick and the pitch, and Cordero a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chasing the cutter down and in. Fourth strikeout of the day for John Brownell, who has now allowed just 1 run over 5 strong innings on this Sunday afternoon. We're halfway through here at Bethpage Ballpark, and the Ducks still lead the Skeeters 4-1.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Blank, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, the Trout Town fan can, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Ducks with a 4-1 lead. We go to the bottom half of the fifth inning here at Bethpage Ballpark, and Ducks fans, there's no better time than right now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life at the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or call 631-940-3825. Another 1-2-3 inning from John Brownell in the top of the 5th. He has been incredibly efficient and pounding the strike zone tonight.
Number 22.
So Phelan Lentini will come to the plate, batting from the right side, third at bat of the day. And the first pitch to him is lifted in the air, foul down the right field line out of play. He's halfway to the cycle on this Sunday afternoon. He singled and scored back in the first inning, and then hit a one-out solo home run to left field in the third, his third home run of the year. So needs the double and the triple, the 0-1. And that's taken low and outside from Parker Frazier to even the count, at a ball and a strike. Frazier on the day, 72 pitches, 48 of them for strikes. Has not been anywhere near as efficient as Brownell. 1-1. Ground ball at the third baseline. Diving stop made by Dominguez from his knees. The throw to first. Not in time. Lentini just beat it out. And Dominguez robbing Lentini of what would have likely been a double and would have given the Ducks right fielder his third hit of the day and brought him one closer to the cycle. So there's the 8th hit of the game for the Ducks as Lentini reaches on the infield single, his third hit of the day. And you know he wanted to get that past Dominguez and get the two-base hit. But he'll settle for the infield single. Now Dan Lyons to the plate looking for his third hit. And he takes a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. Lyons a single to left field in the first inning, a double into left field in the third, and then would come in to score on the home run by Cody Puckett. Throw over to first, and Lentini is back safely. So Lentini and Lyons, who both had multiple hits yesterday, have multiple hits again here today. A quick throw over, and again Lentini has to dive back. Frazier again throws over, and again Lentini is back. Frazier not letting Lentini go anywhere off the base. He wants to keep him as close as possible. And Lentini 14 for 14 in the stolen base department this year, so no surprise. Now the 0-1, pitch out. Nothing doing though as Lentini stays at first, and the count 1-1. Lions 3 of 9 in the series after going 2 for 12 in Lancaster with a walk. Now with 3 doubles, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs. Here a breaking ball misses low and away. And Lions ahead in the count 2-1. Frazier really has had trouble with the top part of the order. For the most part has quelled 5 through 9, but 1 through 4 have given him the trouble today. From the stretch, a look over to first. Nothing doing there as Lentini holds. Here comes a 2-1. Pitch from Frazier. Lyons lines this one into right center field. He's got himself a base hit. Lentini will turn at second, but hold there as it's thrown back in by Kent Mathis. So Dan Lyons joins Lentini in the 3-hit department, his second straight 3-hit game, and the Ducks with the first 2 hitters on to start off this bottom of the 5th inning, looking to extend a 3-run advantage.
Ducks second baseman, number 15, Ruben Gota.
Boy, when you are in a groove, you are in a groove, and that's what Lentini and Lyons have been in this series. Lentini really over the last dozen games, as he has hit safely in each of them, and has multiple hits in 9 of those 12 games. So 2 on, nobody out. Here's Ruben Gota to the plate, a switch hitter batting from the left side. With the Ducks leading by 3, can't see him try and bunt here, although he is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. First pitch on the way from Frazier. Gota takes a fastball downstairs for ball 1. Gota grounded into a fielder's choice in the first, but reached safely, as did everybody, when the flip from Young to second base was just a hair late. And then he grounded out to second base in the 3rd inning. 1-0 from Frazier. That's taken low and outside. And the Skeeter right-hander now behind at 2 balls and no strikes. And you wonder if Gary Gaetti is thinking about maybe getting a reliever warming up in the bullpen down the left field line at all. 2-0 pitch to Gota. Takes a fastball. That misses the outside corner. It's 3-0. And another ball out of the strike zone would load up the bases with nobody out, and Cody Puckett to the plate, who has already driven in 3 runs here today after doing the same last night. Here's the 3-0. The kick and the pitch, and Gotay taking all the way, takes the fastball knee high for a strike, 3-1. Lentini Lions lead from first and second and first respectively with great speed. The 3-1. And Gotay takes outside, ball 4. That's the first walk issued today by Parker Frazier. It's a Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. And Long Island is now set up with runners at every base, nobody out. And Cody Puckett coming up to the plate with a chance to really widen this 4-1 lead. So Lentini goes to third, Lions to second. The catcher, Albert Cordero, goes out to the mound to have a chat with the righty and try and settle him down. So that'll be the first defensive timeout taken by the Skeeters in this game. And now with the bases loaded and nobody out, up to the plate steps Cody Puckett, who will bat from the right side. Has driven in 3 today on an RBI fielder's choice and a 2-run home run. And he can certainly add to that RBI total with one swing of the bat right here. Frazier comes set. And his first pitch to Puckett. Swung on and lifted in the air down the right field line. Long run over for Kent Mathis towards the line. And he won't get it. It'll land in foul ground. So the count 0-1 on Puckett. Well, I'd say 2-run home runs in back-to-back games. Had a 2-run blast here last night. And a 2-run home run today in the 3rd inning. It's the second time this year that Cody Puckett has had it. 2-run home runs in back-to-back games. He also did it May 13th against Southern Maryland, and then in the day game on the 14th against the Blue Crabs. Pretty impressive. 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Good pitch there from Frazier, and Puckett bit out in front. So now the count 0-2 on Cody Puckett. Mike Blank waiting in the on-deck circle for Long Island. Lentini at third, Lions at second, Gotay at first with nobody out. Frazier shakes off Cordero. Now gets the pitch he likes. Here's the 0-2, and Puckett lays off the breaking ball down and away. That'll even things up at 1-2. Well, in situations like this with the bases loaded, the Ducks have a batting average of .452 as a team. Puckett 3 for 4 with 6 RBIs in these situations this season. Now we'll face a 1-2 pitch, and he swings and misses, strike 3, chasing the fastball down and away. A big first out for Parker Frazier as he strikes out Cody Puckett for the first out of the inning. No advancement of the runners, and now Mike Blank will step up to the plate.
First baseman number 21, Mike Blank.
And you know Frazier wanted to get Puckett out without anybody moving or scoring. Blank 0 for 2 on the day. T. Cody 1 for 2, waits in the hole. And now a double play could get Frazier out of this jam, and Blank has already hit into one today. So he digs in from the right side. First pitch on the way from Frazier, and Blank takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Blank came into the day hitting .258, and has grounded into the 5-4-3 double play and struck out swinging in his 2 at-bats. Looking for a fly ball here, though, to get Lentini home from third and make this a 4-run ball game. The 0-1. Ground ball up the third baseline, foul. Blank out in front of it. Good pitch to hit, but it's a foul ball on the count, 0-2. So Frazier at a big point in this ball game for Sugar Land, already trailing by 3 at 4-1. And he knows one swing of the bat can really widen this after 2 singles and a walk to start off this 5th inning. Has already gotten 1 out on the strikeout of Puckett. Now ahead of Blank, 0-2. Blank asks for time after Frazier shakes off Cordero. Ducks out hitting the Skeeters 9-3 now on this afternoon. Frazier is ready. Runners lead from every base. The 0-2 to Blank, and he swings and grounds this one to third. Backhand stop made by Dominguez. Goes to second, 1 on to first, not in time. Mike Blank drives in a run on the RBI fielder's choice. And the Ducks have a 5-1 lead here in the 5th inning. So a good job by Blank to put it in play and not hit it hard enough for the Skeeters to turn the double play. It'll be the 16th RBI of the season for Mike Blank. As Lentini scores his third run of the afternoon, Lyons goes to third, and Blank reaches at first base. Ducks lead is now 4. And with runners at the corners and 2 men out, up to the plate will step Blake T. Cody. First pitch on the way to the Ducks center fielder after Frazier gets the sign from Cordero. Kicking the pitch, and T. Cody takes a fastball that missed low and inside for ball 1. So Lentini with 3 runs today, now a league-leading total of 36 on the season. Continuing to find ways to get on base and come home with runs. The 1-0 to T. Cody, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a line out to second base. Frazier comes set, the 1-0, and T. Cody takes downstairs for ball 2. And Frazier, I think if he can get out of this inning with just the 1 run allowed, he'll take that after loading up the bases with nobody out. And the middle of the order coming to the plate in Puckett, Blank, and T. Cody. 2-0. T. Cody, a line drive to right center field. That is going to get down for a base hit and split the outfielders. In to score is Lyons. On his way to third is Blank. Kevin Byes is waving Blank around. The throw to the plate from Delwyn Young, and Blank is way out. Kevin Byes had sent Blank around third when the throw was coming into the second baseman Young. An aggressive send and Blank out. And so Mike Dowd does not get a chance to come up to the plate with 2 in scoring position. It'll be an RBI double though for Blank T. Cody. And the Ducks lead it 6-1 after 5 in the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and a runner left on base. We head to the 6th, and the Ducks in front by 5.
Hey fans, this is relief pitcher Bruce Kern, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free. It takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.pseglinY.com/savemoney.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Renee Tassoni to lead off in the 6th inning against Sean Brownell. He takes a slider inside for ball 1. The Ducks now with a 5-run lead. They're in front 6-1 over Sugar Land after 2 runs coming in the bottom of the 5th inning against Parker Frazier. And here Tassoni crushes one down the right field line, but foul. Out of the ballpark, that'll even up the count at 1-1. Brownell has retired 5 in a row. And 7 of the last 13 to come to the plate since the RBI single by Jeremy Barfield in the 1st inning. 1-1 pitch to Tassoni, ground ball up the first base line, foul. And is now ahead in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the RBI fielder's choice off the bat of Mike Blank made it a 5-1 ball game, and then Blake T. Cody with an RBI double, extending the lead to 6-1. And the Ducks would have had 2 on in scoring position with 2 men out for Mike Dowd, who has had a great start to the season, but Tassoni, a hot shot, diving stop at first by Blank, flips to Brownell, covering for the out. Great play by Mike Blank at first to rob Tassoni of a base hit, and there's the first out of this 6th inning. So So one away, and that'll bring up Jeff Dominguez. And as I was saying, the Ducks would have had 2 on in scoring position with 2 out for Dowd coming to the plate. But Kevin Myers with an aggressive send to try and get Blank home from first base on the double by T. Cody, and was thrown out by a long ways for the final out of the inning. First pitch here is taken low, 4-1. By the time the ball got into the glove of the catcher Cordero, Blank was maybe 2/3 of the way down the line at third. And the 1-0 is swung on and missed by Dominguez. And count 1-1. Dominguez 0 for 2 in this game. He had grounded into a fielder's choice in the first, reached, stole second and scored, and then grounded to second in the third. 1-1 here is grounded foul to the first base side. Just haven't seen many hard-hit baseballs today by Sugarland off of Ducks right-hander John Brownell, who is trying for his 5th straight scoreless inning. And now the right-hander is 1-2 offering. Kicks and fires. Dominguez takes a fastball just inside. Count is 2-2. The Ducks with the 5-run advantage in support of their right-hander John Brownell. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive towards the middle. Ruben Gotay cannot get it. It's into center field for a base hit. Just the 4th hit of the day for Sugarland, as Gotay was shaded towards the first base bag, and so was not able to get to that liner up the middle. 1 on, 1 out for the Skeeters, and that'll bring Delwyn Young to the plate. Just their 2nd batter to reach since the 1st inning. Barfield had the double in the 4th, and now Dominguez with the single in the 6th. Here's Young, who has flown out to center field twice today against Brownell. And the right-hander's first pitch to Young is a breaking ball taken for a strike, 0-1. Young last night for Sugarland was 1 for 3 at the plate, with a single and a walk and 4 at-bats, or 4 plate appearances. 0-1, chopped on the ground foul, third base side of home plate, right off the end of the bat as he was out in front of it. So the count goes to 0-2. As Brownell tries to retire Young for the 2nd out of the inning, or potentially get a ground ball double play for the final 2 outs of the frame. Young does not run all that well. Here, a breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 3. Young way out in front of it. So Brownell with another strikeout. That is number 5 on the day for him. Young retired for the 3rd time. And with 2 outs, that will leave it up to the left fielder, Jeremy Barfield. Barfield really has been the only thorn in Brownell's side today. He's been on base twice with an RBI single in the 1st to account for Sugarland's lone run, and then a 1-out double to right in the 4th. First pitch to him here is a breaking ball taken on the inside corner for strike 1. And Barfield really has had himself a fine series for Sugarland. And didn't hit all that well against the Ducks the first meeting, but he did have a couple of home runs. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Another nasty breaking ball from Brownell. And the count is quickly 0-2. So far now on the year, Barfield with a batting average of .263 against Long Island, 5 for 19, but 3 of those hits have come in this series, including a homer. The 0-2, that misses inside. Brownell again going with the off speed and missed under the hands of the left fielder, so it's now 1-2. Ahead in the count, you could try and get him to chase out of the zone here. Don't have to leave anything in the zone to him. Dominguez leads at first with 2 down, the 1-2 pitch. Barfield a swing and a miss, strike 3. Another breaking ball from Brownell. 6 strikeouts in 6 innings of 1-run ball for the right-hander, and he has been fantastic today. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left for the Skeeters, 5.5 through, and the Ducks still in front, 6-1.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Dowd, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James is going back. He is looking up, and on Park in the Park night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
John Brownell has been superb today. Just 73 pitches over 6 innings of 1-run ball. He's allowed just 4 hits while striking out 6. And he's got a 6-1 lead to work with as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. New pitcher is in for the Skeeters as Parker Frazier's day is done. Right-hander Andrew Johnston will get his first action of the series and will face the bottom 3 in the Ducks order, Dowd, Vega, and Wessinger. Michael Pollock here bringing you all the action from Bethpage Ballpark. Thank you so much for tuning in on your Sunday afternoon. Hope your weekend has been spectacular thus far. Ducks are trying to end it on a high note with a win here in the series finale to give themselves a series victory before they begin a week-long road trip on Tuesday to York and Southern Maryland. Here is Mike Dowd to the plate to start things off for the Ducks in the 6th. He is 1 for 2 on the day. And the first pitch is taken for a strike. And the count is 0-1. I'll give you the final line in a bit on Parker Frazier. Johnston stands all the way on the left side of the rubber as he views it. And the 0-1 is taken outside to even up the count at 1-1. Johnston on the season, making his 19th appearance of the year. He's been the best reliever of the season for Sugarland. The 1-1, chopped on the ground here weakly to third. Charging in and gobbling it up is Jeff Dominguez. His throw to first in time. And Dowd retired for the first out here in the 6th inning. So the final line on Parker Frazier today, 5 innings of work. He gives up 10 hits, 6 runs, all of which were earned. 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. 2 home runs allowed by Frazier, 1 to Lentini, 1 to Puckett, both in the 3rd inning. 92 pitches, 59 of them for strikes. Here is Anthony Vega to the plate. And the first pitch to Vega, swung on and ripped into right field, a base hit. Good hard line drive off the bat of Vega after he had struck out looking in his first 2 at-bats. A solid single to right, and there's the 11th hit already today for the Ducks. And Vega on with 1 out in the 6th inning.
Ducks third baseman, number 17, Matt Wessinger, number 17.
So the Ducks will look to continue adding to their lead, which stands at 5 right now in support of right-hander John Brownell, who you would think would go back out for the 7th inning at just 73 pitches thus far. Here is Wessinger to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. And the first pitch is a fastball taken low for ball 1. You can hear the wind howling through the crowd mic as the wind is blowing in towards the third base line from right field. Vega bluffs at first, and the fastball is taken low by Wessinger. Count out 2-0. It's not directly into home plate per se, but more towards the left field corner. So a right to left breeze. That's been fairly consistent throughout the game. Vega with a healthy lead again. 2-0 from Johnston. And Wessinger will take a fastball in for strike 1. Wessinger looking for his first hit of the day. He and Blank and Gotay, the only Ducks without hits today. Throw over to first, and Vega is back safely. Gotay, though, has drawn a walk, and Vega just reached on an RBI fielder's choice in the 5th. Vega has a ton of speed, 5 steals on the season in 7 attempts. It's 5 steals, second most on the team behind Lantini, and now he's going for number 6. Here comes the throw to second base, not in time. It goes into center field, but not enough of a chance for Vega to get to third. Good job by Tassoni to back up. So a 3-1 count now on Westinger, and stolen base number 6 on the season for Anthony Vega. So he gets into scoring position with 1 man out in the inning. And Westinger now ahead in the count 3-1, a good hitter's count for the Ducks third baseman. Johnston gets the sign and comes set. The 3-1 on the way. Westinger a swing and a miss out in front. And it's now 3-2. Johnston 3-0 on the season for Sugar Land with a 0.41 ERA and has 1 save on the year. Payoff pitch coming up. Johnston looks to second at Vega. Deals to the plate, and Westinger swings and hits a chopper slowly to short. It's gobbled up there by Haig, and his throw to first in time for the out. Vega unable to advance. So there's the second out of the inning, as Westinger now 0 for 3. And with 2 away, that'll leave it up to Phelan Lantini.
Back to the top of the order for your Long Island Ducks with the right fielder, number 22. Phelan Lantini, number 22.
So with 2 down and Vega at second base, here is Phelan Lantini to the plate. 3 for 3 on the day with 3 runs scored. And the first pitch to him is a fastball taken low for ball 1. Lantini a single and a run in the first, a solo homer to left in the third, and a single and a run in the fifth. Here's the 1-0. Lantini takes a breaking ball down in the zone again. And now 2 balls and no strikes. The top of the order has been deadly for the Ducks today. Lantini and Lyons combined 6 for 6 and have scored 5 of the Ducks' 6 runs. 2-0. Down and in again. It's taken for ball 3. And Johnston being very careful here with Lantini, but you've got Lyons waiting on deck, who is 3 for 3 today. First base is open, though, for Sugar Land. Vega continues to lead at second with 2 down. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Lantini takes all the way. It's a fastball strike on the inside corner. Johnston has allowed just 1 earned run, 2 runs total in 22 innings of work, 15 hits to 1 walk, and 17 strikeouts. That's just been fantastic for Sugar Land, a returner to this team. The 3-1, down and in ball 4. A rare walk issued by Andrew Johnston. Second walk of the game issued by Skeeter pitching. It's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So Lantini to first base. Vega is still at second. Now Dan Lyons will come to the plate. So now first and second with 2 men out. And here comes Dan Lyons to the plate with 3 hits and 3 at-bats and 2 runs scored. First pitch to him, and that's taken downstairs for ball 1. Lyons singled to left field back at the first, made it to third, but was stranded there. Doubled to left in the third and came home on the Cody Puckett home run. And singled to right in the fifth and came home on Blake T. Cody's 2-out RBI double. Ducks with a 6-1 lead. Vega at second, Lantini at first with 2 out. Great speed on the base paths. The 1-0, and Lyons takes a fastball for a strike to even things up at 1-1. Long Island out hitting Sugar Land 11-4 in this game. Johnston looks in for the sign and comes set. And the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, fisted foul back to the screen behind home plate.
Everybody clap your hands.
Lyons got jammed a bit from Johnston, so the count now 1-2. Now we'll see if Johnston can get out of this jam without allowing anything further, or if Lyons can come through and keep the inning alive. If he does, Ruben Gotay waits on deck. Johnston comes set. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Lyons takes down in the zone. Good block at home plate by Cordero, who briefly had it go by him after initially blocking it, but no advancement from the runners. So we'll do it again at 2-2. And Lyons with back-to-back 3-hit games on the season. He's now got 4 3-hit games on the year and 9 multi-hit games total. Here comes the 2-2. Johnston kicks, fires, and Lyons will swing and pop this one in the air down the right field side. Long run over for Travis Scott to the camera well, reaches in, and he makes the catch. What a grab by Travis Scott, reaching over the railing and into the camera well for the out. And Lyons is retired for the final out of the 6th inning. So a good job by Johnston to get out of further trouble. No runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 left on for the Ducks. Through 6, Long Island leads it 6-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jack Snodgrass, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Ducks fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try to meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. John Brownell back to the mound for inning number 7 of work today. He's allowed just a run on 4 hits while striking out 6 to this point. And the first pitch of the inning to Travis Scott is a breaking ball swung on and missed. That curveball has been spectacular for Brownell today. He's gotten lots of swings and misses on that, as well as his cutter. And that has kept the Skeeters lineup at bay. They've had just 2 men reach base since they scored a run on 2 hits in the first inning. The 0-1. That misses down in the zone from Brownell for ball 1. We talked about his efficiency, too. 73 pitches through the first 6 innings today. Here comes a 1-1, and Scott will swing and miss again through the breaking ball. Scott today is 0 for 2, tried to bunt his way on in the first and was retired by Brownell on a strong throw to first, and then in the fourth he popped out to second base. So it'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch from the right-hander. Kicks and deals, and Scott will swing and hit a fly ball in the air to right. Drifting in is Phelan Lentini. And he will make the catch to retire Scott for out number 1. Haven't gotten a chance to look at the out-of-town scoreboard yet, so we will do so here in the top of the 7th inning. Ducks are currently getting some help in Bridgewater, New Jersey, where the Bluefish have a 3-1 lead over the Somerset Patriots, bottom of the 8th inning. Jimmy Patterson with an excellent start for Bridgeport today. Eric Neeson, the former Duck, is now on the mound. He just got through the inning, so that game will go to the 9th. With the Bluefish ahead 3-1. Or my mistake, that game is still going on in the bottom of the 8th inning. With Matt Fields at the plate. First pitch was a strike to Kent Mathis, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts to center field. 0-1. There's a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Mickey Story started for Somerset, and Connor Little now in the ball game. Bluefish getting RBIs today from Anthony Giansanti is driven in 2. Josh Fitters has 1. The 0-2. And Mathis ground ball right back to the mound. Fielded on one hop by Brownell. His throw to first is in time. So there's the second out of the inning as Brownell has gotten a fly out and a ground out back to the mound. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to the DH, Johan Lamanta.
Number 34.
They were postponed earlier today in New Britain due to some rain up there, the Blue Crabs and the Bees, so that game will be rescheduled into a doubleheader. And the other game going on right now is in York, Pennsylvania, that has just gone final. As the first pitch here to Johan Lamanta is swung on and missed for strike 1. Barnstormers defeat the Revolution by a count of 3-1. Mike Lee started for Lancaster, and he is going to end up picking up the win. The starter for York was James Simmons. He'll get the loss. Another grounder back to the mound here. Throws to first for the out, and John Brownell with his 6th straight scoreless inning, and still at just 82 pitches through 7. So through 6.5, the Ducks have themselves a 6-1 lead. Time to stretch here at Bethpage Ballpark. We will keep it right here for God Bless America, which today is going to be performed by the Idle Hour Elementary School from Oakdale on the lower course behind home plate. Nice job by the Idle Hour Elementary School here at Bethpage Ballpark. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the 7th after this. The Ducks in front, 6-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Nick Struck, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up. It's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Well, John Brownell, another efficient inning. 1-2-3 go the Skeeters in the top of the 7th. Chris Rearick, a left-hander, has come in to pitch in the bottom of the 7th as the Ducks lead it by 5 at 6-1. And he will look to try and extend the lead. It'll be Ruben Gotay to lead off, followed by Puckett and Blank as the Ducks come to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning, scoring a run in the first, 3 in the third, and 2 in the 5th after initially falling behind 1-0 today. So Rearick on the hill after the scoreless 6th inning from Johnston, and the first pitch to Gotay is taken upstairs for ball 1. Johnston allowed 1 hit and 1 walk in his scoreless inning. No strikeouts as he left Vega and Lentini on the base pass. The 1-0, and that's popped up in the air foul to the first base side of home plate. And we'll even up the count at 1-1. Gotay today 0 for 2 with a walk. Drew that walk his last time up in the 5th. Here's the 1-1. Line drive foul, first base side out of play. And Gotay falls behind in the count at 1-2. From the windup, Riera kicks and fires, and Gotay swings and chops it foul. Right to the front of the Skeeters dugout on the third base side. The count remains 1-2. Cody Puckett waits in the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Gotay lays off the high fastball to even up the count at 2-2. Gotay did reach base earlier in the contest on a fielder's choice back in the first inning and grounded out in the third to second base. Now batting from the right side, though, against the lefty. 2-2. That's down and in on a fastball. Had to lift the back foot out of the way as it scooted past, so the count full at 3-2. From the windup, here's the payoff pitch. And the 3-2 to Gotay. Swung on and crushed in the air to left. Well hit. Going back is Barfield to the warning track at the wall, and you can forget it. First home run as a Long Island Duck for Ruben Gotay as he clears the wall in left. The third Duck dinger of the day, and Long Island goes in front 7-1 in the seventh inning. So Ruben Gotay playing in this is 19th game as a Duck. It's his first home run with the team. And Long Island now leads it by 6 over Sugarland. So he joins the hit parade today with Long Island's 12th hit of the day, third home run. And now Cody Puckett, who has one of the three, will come up to the plate. And boy, Long Island's top 4 in the order, inflicting a ton of damage on the day. As this pitch is taken outside for ball 1 by Cody Puckett, who has driven in 3 of the Ducks' 7 runs on a fielder's choice in the first and a 2-run home run in the third. Struck out his last time up, though, with the bases loaded in the 5th inning. And here he takes a fastball downstairs and is in front 2-0 against Rierick. So the Ducks with 3 homers today, up to 28 on the season. If they hit 100, they'll meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Puckett a fly ball in the air down the right field line. Long run over for Kent Mathis towards the line, and he'll get to the spot and make the catch to retire Puckett for out number 1. Well, the numbers on the season for Chris Rierick. He has pitched in 14 games, 1-1 record with a 5.63 ERA. 17 hits in 16 innings, 11 runs, 10 of them earned, has walked 8 and struck out 16. First pitch on the way to Blank. He lines one into right field. Mathis to his right, though, is going to be able to make the head-high catch. So Blank with solid contact. After driving in a run his last time up with an RBI fielder's choice, lines to right. He is now 0 for 4 on the day. But again, has that RBI, which is his 16th of the year. So there's the second out. And now Blake T. Cody will come to the plate.
Center fielder number 6, Blake T. Cody, number 6.
Blake T. Cody steps up to the dish. First pitch is taken low and outside for ball 1. T. Cody an RBI double in his last at bat, has 2 hits on the day. There's a strike. And that will even up the count at 1-1. T. Cody a single in the center as well back in the second inning and line to second in the fourth. 1-1, swing and a miss late on the fastball from Rierick, who is trying to retire 3 straight after allowing the leadoff home run to Ruben Gotay. From the windup, the 1-2 pitch on the way, and T. Cody a swing and a miss, strike 3, fouled it into the glove of the catcher Cordero for the final out of the inning. However, the Ducks get another run on 1 hit. The solo home run by Ruben Gotay, his first homer as a Duck. We've played 7 at Bethpage Ballpark. The Ducks with a 7-1 lead over the Skeeters.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Anthony Vega, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. John Brownell back out for his 8th inning of work. Has been terrific over the first 7, just 1 run allowed on 4 hits. And leading things off will be Ricky Haig, who pops the first pitch in the air behind first down the right field line. Blanket Gotay going out, and it's the second baseman Gotay who makes the catch for the first out. Another quick and efficient at bat. 1 pitch, 1 out for Brownell, who to this point, through 7 1/3 innings, has thrown just 83 pitches, 61 of them for strikes. Vintage Brownell thus far here today.
Catcher number 3, Albert Cordero.
So with 1 out, Albert Cordero will come up to bat from the left side, a switch hitting catcher. And the first pitch from Brownell, swung on and lifted in the air to right center field. Blake T. Cody is there as he takes a couple steps to his left, now drifts back a little bit and makes the catch. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Brownell here in the 8th inning. I mean, he's been pitching to contact for the better part of the day. He has 6 strikeouts on the day, and it's gotten lots of swings and misses, especially with that breaking ball and the cutter. But ultimately, he's been pitching to contact. He has now retired 7 in a row since giving up the single in the 6th inning with 1 out to Jeff Dominguez, and again has allowed 2 base runners since the 1st inning. The double with 1 out by Dominguez in the 4th, and the single double with 1 out by Barfield, in the 4th, and the single with 1 out in the 6th by Dominguez. There's a strike on the inside corner, 0-1 to Rene Tassoni, who is 1 for 3 on the day with an infield single to short back in the 1st inning. Lyons has him shaded up the middle here in the 0-1. Is fouled back to the screen behind home plate, and Brownell quickly ahead in the count once again at 0-2. Breaking ball in for a called strike 3 at the knees. Strikeout number 7 for John Brownell. Another 1-2-3 inning, and he's got 8 innings of 1-run ball today. Domination from the right-hander. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Ducks lead at 7-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dan Blewett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolette patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th inning after 8 innings of one-run ball from John Brownell. Another 1-2-3 inning in the top half, and we'll see if Kevin Baez sends him back out there to try and get the complete game in the 9th. The Ducks have a 7-1 lead, and he is 3 outs away from becoming the all-time wins leader in franchise history, tied with Randy Leak with 40. He has already tied him for the most starts in Long Island Ducks history with 91 today. And what could be a historic Sunday for the Ducks franchise if Brownell can get those final 3 outs to pick up a series win here and move Brownell even further up the list in Long Island Ducks history. First, though, bottom of the 8th, the Ducks will have a chance to add to their lead. Raul Rivera will take over on the mound. And so Raul Rivera will come on to pitch in relief of Chris Rierick, who came on to pitch in the 7th inning and allowed 1 run on 1 hit. The solo home run by Ruben Gotay, his first as a Duck. So up to the plate steps Mike Dowd. And the first pitch on the way to Dowd is taken low for ball 1. Dowd on the day is 1-for-3 with a single to center back in the 4th inning. And here he takes a strike. Takes outside, again. And the count quickly 2-0. Aside from that, he's grounded into a double play and bounced to third. Pitch on the way from Rivera. Misses low and outside. So Dowd quickly headed 3-0. Rivera gets the sign, winds and fires, and this taken up high and outside ball 4.
That's another municipal credit union walk for the purpose.
So another walk issued by Skeeter pitching. That is the 3rd that they have allowed in this game. That is on with a leadoff walk, and that will bring up the left fielder Anthony Vega. So Rierick goes 1 inning, gives up 1 hit, 1 run on the homer, no walks, 1 strikeout. First pitch is in for a strike to Vega. And the count 0-1. Vega picked up a single his last time up, as well as a stolen base, his 6th of the year. Rivera deals the 0-1, misses outside, and that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball is taken down and in. Now the count is 2-1. Dowd takes his lead at first as Rivera steps back up onto the mound with a 2-ball, 1 strike count. Pitch here is rocketed into center field. Tassoni drifting back, and it goes off his glove and straight away center. Dowd around second, he'll head to third. Kevin Baez is waving Dowd around. Vega goes to third. The throw to the plate not in time. Dowd is in there safely, and the Ducks lead is 8-1. That's going to be a triple for Anthony Vega. A rocket into center field, and going back was Tassoni. He had to try and jump up and make that catch. Could not squeeze it as it went off his glove and went over his head. So Vega with the RBI triple, his 5th of the year, 20th run batted in. Another run comes home for the Ducks, who now lead by 7. And here is Matt Wessinger coming up to the plate. Wessinger will bat from the right side, so the Ducks have added another run against Rivera. First pitch here is a slider that misses outside for ball 1. Wessinger 0 for 3 on the day with a ground out to third, a strikeout, and a ground out to short. Slider again misses outside, and it's quickly 2-0. Wessinger digs in. Righty-righty matchup as Vega leads off third, the 2-0. Chopped on the ground here to second. That'll bring in another run. Young throws over to first in time for the out. Vega comes in to score from third. An RBI ground out from Matt Wessinger, and it's a 9-1 lead for Long Island. Wessinger with his 8th run batted into the year as Vega scores from third base on that play. And back to the top of the order we go for Phelan Lentini. So back to the top for Phelan Lentini, who has been on base all 4 times today with 3 hits and a walk. First pitch on the way is taken for a called strike. And the count goes to 0-1 on Lentini. A single and a run in the first, a home run, a left in the third, a solo blast. Another single and a run in the fifth as he fouls one off here, and then drew a walk his last time up in inning number 6. Ducks have hit 3 homers as a team today. They have scored in every inning except the second, the fourth, and the 6th. I was going to say it was something about even innings, but they've gotten 2 here in the 8th. So the count 0-2 on Lentini. Some light mist falling here at Bethpage Ballpark. The 0-2. And Lentini lifts this one in the air to right center field. Over are the right fielder Mathis and the center fielder Tassoni. It's Mathis who makes the running catch. And that's the second out of the inning. So with 2 away, the shortstop Dan Lyons will come up to the plate batting from the right side.
Dan Lyons, number 12.
First pitch on the way to Lyons is a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count 0-1. Lyons 3 for 4 on the day, a single, a double, and a single in his first 3 at-bats in the first, third, and fifth innings respectively. Scored twice and then popped out foul the first his last time up. Breaking ball misses low and outside here. And that'll even things up at 1-1. Second straight 3-hit game for Lyons. The line, the 1-1. Fastball hits the outside corner, another called strike. That'll run the count to 1-2, and Rivera trying to get out of this inning with no further damage allowed to him. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball misses outside. That'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ruben Gotay waits on deck. 2-2. Breaking ball, grounded foul, third base side. Lyons still alive. So Lyons with 6 hits in this series in 13 at-bats. 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and 3 doubles. Here's the 2-2. Pitch on the way is taken outside and high on a fastball. That'll run the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch from Rivera to Lyons. Swung and grounded towards the middle. The shortstop, Haig, fields his throw to first. Not nearly in time. It goes wide and into the dugout. And that will allow Lyons to advance to second. So it'll be an infield single for Dan Lyons to get him on base. That is the 4th hit of the day for him. I don't think a good throw would have had him. And then to second base on the arrow goes Lyons. A hit and an E6. And so for Haig, his 9th error of the year. And that will bring Ruben Gotay up to the plate. First pitch on the way to Gotay. Takes a fastball in for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1. Gotay with his first home run as a Duck in his last at-bat in the 7th. Breaking ball here is taken low. And that'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Lyons with his second 4-hit game of the season. He's got 3 singles and a double today. The 1-1 popped up in the air to left center field. Barfield ranging back in deep left center field. And the Skeeter left fielder will make the catch for the final out of the 8th inning. Ducks, though, were able to add 2 more runs in the inning on 2 hits, an error, and a walk. And they leave 1 on base. We will head to the 9th. John Brownell will try and make history. He's heading back to the mound for the complete game and looking to tie Randy Leak for the all-time wins total in team history with his 40th if he can get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Ducks lead 9-1.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Frank DiGiulio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
John Brownell back to the mound trying for the complete game victory here today. His first pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Jeff Dominguez. Brownell has been absolutely spectacular today with 8 innings of 1-run ball thus far, allowing just 4 hits. And here a foul ball back behind the plate by Dominguez will even the count at 1-1. Brownell looking for his first complete game win of the year, something he has been known for in recent years as a Duck, and also trying to make history today. As the 1-1 here, a breaking ball misses up and outside. That will run the count to 2-1. Has already tied Randy Leak for the most starts in franchise history with 91. 2-1. It's a ground ball foul. First base side by Dominguez, who is 1 for 3 on the day. On the count 2-2. He was the last Skeeter to reach base with a single to center field back in the 6th inning with 1 out. Brownell since then has retired 8 in a row. Has allowed just 2 men to reach base since the 1st inning. Just 2 of the last 24 have reached base for the Skeeters. Ball down low here to Dominguez. Runs the count full at 3-2. It'll be Dominguez, Young, and Barfield, 2, 3, and 4 in the inning. Here's the payoff pitch. And the breaking ball misses up high, ball 4. So Brownell, who did not walk a batter through the first 8, issues a leadoff walk here in the 9th. First batter is on, and now Delwyn Young will come to the plate. Count got to 3-2 there. I believe that is Brownell's only second 3-ball, 2-strike count of this game. Indeed it is. The only other time he got to 3-2 was on Travis Scott in the 4th, when Scott popped out to second base. Shows you how efficient he has been. First pitch here to Delwyn Young. Swings and rockets one to center. Blake T. Cody right there, though. Barely had to move. Makes the catch. Third time today that Young has flown out to center. And there's the first out of the 9th inning.
Left fielder number 29, Jeremy Barfield.
So now just 2 outs away from the big win. And Jeremy Barfield will come to the plate. 2 for 3 on the day. An RBI single and a double. But struck out his last time up swinging. First pitch taken low for ball 1 to Barfield. Brownell to this point has thrown a total of 95 pitches, 68 of them 4 strikes. On the 1-0, there's a strike. Good breaking ball over the inside corner to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on the way. Check swing on a breaking ball down low. They appeal to first. Dave Speranza says he went around. It was a half swing, very close. And Barfield didn't think he went around, but that is not the way Speranza saw it. So the count is 1-2. The 1-2 from Brownell on the way is a breaking ball low and outside. That'll even things up at 2-2. Travis Scott waiting in the on-deck circle. A lefty hitter and catcher, first baseman. The 2-2 from Brownell, and Barfield rockets one down the left field line, foul. Past the tarp, one hops off the front of the party deck. So we'll do it yet again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Barfield has had a good series here for Sugar Land. They're going to try and get on base here to keep this 9th inning going. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball again, foul down the left field line. Just out in front of it. Matt Wessinger, the third baseman, playing right along the line. And the second baseman, Ruben Gotay, shaded up the middle. Mike Blank along the line at first, so a huge hole on the right side. But the Ducks playing no doubles defense here in the 9th inning, even though they are up by 8 runs. Here comes a 2-2 from Brownell. Set at the belt. Kicks and delivers. Runner goes, and Barfield hits a ground ball to third. Nice play by Wessinger to stop it. His throw to first low, and a nice scoop out of the dirt by Mike Blank. Getting his first start at first base today. And Blank makes the nice pick out of the dirt to save Wessinger the error. To second base goes Dominguez, and the Ducks 1 out away from victory, and Brownell 1 out away from his 40th win of his Ducks career, which would move him into a tie for first place on the all-time list with Ducks left-hander Randy Leak. So here is Travis Scott to bat from the left side. The first pitch from Brownell on the way to Scott, and it is a breaking ball taken up and inside for ball 1. For Brownell, who's now up to 102 pitches, looking for his first complete game of the season. 1-0. Scott hits a high fly ball to right and well hit. Lantini drifts back into the right center field gap, makes the catch. This ball game is over, and John Brownell has tied Randy Leak for the most wins in Long Island Ducks history with his 40th, and it comes in a complete game effort as the Ducks win it by a final count of 9-1 and take the series from the Sugar Land Skeeters. Congratulations to John Brownell, tied for the most wins and most games started in Long Island Ducks history. Well, a very special and historic afternoon here at Bethpage Ballpark as John Brownell turns in a spectacular effort. His accomplishments being announced to the crowd here at Bethpage Ballpark. Most wins, most starts, tied for both in Long Island Ducks history. 40 wins and 91 starts. He and Randy Leak sit at the top of the Long Island Ducks all-time pitchers list. So a terrific performance by John Brownell today, a complete game effort. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show is coming up next. We'll recap this one and hand out the Player of the Game award as the Long Island Ducks win it today by a count of 9-1.
Hey fans, this is Todd Coffey, right-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on in the park night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
What a performance from Long Island Ducks right-hander John Brownell, who turns in a complete game win and ties Randy Leak for the most wins in Long Island Ducks history with his 40th as a member of the Ducks. This is 5th season with the Flock, 4th full season, and he has equaled the mark that Randy Leak had set from 2007 to 2010 and picks up the win in just 2 hours and 15 minutes. A dominant effort. We'll give you his final line in a bit. Meanwhile, the Ducks offense comes through with a terrific performance again today, pounding out 9 runs and 14 hits against the Atlantic League leader in wins, Parker Frazier. Of course, all those runs and hits didn't come against him, but he got the start and was roughed up in 5 innings. So the Ducks, after getting swept in Lancaster, respond by taking 2 of 3 from a good Skeeters team, and a good way to end this quick homestand before they head on the road. Let's recap this one here at Bethpage Ballpark. Ducks fell behind early as Brownell allowed a leadoff single to Rene Tassoni. He was quickly retired on a fielder's choice ground out by Jeff Dominguez. But Dominguez would steal second and then come home with 2 outs and an RBI single to left by Jeremy Barfield. His 32nd run batted in of the year gave the Skeeters a 1-0 lead. Ducks answered right back, though, in the bottom of the first inning. As the first 3 reached on a single by Lantini, a single by Lyons, and a fielder's choice by Gotay, in which no out was recorded. That loaded up the bases, and then Cody Puckett hit a 4-6 fielder's choice that scored Lantini from third and evened up the game at 1 apiece. Stayed that way until the 3rd inning when the Ducks would add 3 runs against Parker Frazier. Phelan Lantini with a solo home run to left with 1 out in the inning, his 3rd home run of the year, and then after a double by Dan Lyons and a ground out by Ruben Gotay, Cody Puckett hit a 2-run blast to left, his 5th home run of the season, which ties him for the team lead with Lou Ford, and his 2nd 2-run home run in as many days. 2nd time this year he has hit 2-run home runs in consecutive games, and Long Island had a 4-1 lead after 3. 2 innings later, they would add 2 more runs as Lantini and Lyons picked up back-to-back singles to open the inning. A walk to Gotay loaded up the bases. And then after a strikeout of Puckett, Mike Blank reached on an RBI fielder's choice 5-4. Blake T. Cody followed with an RBI double. And Long Island, with 2 more runs adding to their total, had a 6-1 lead after 5. In the 7th inning, facing Chris Rierick, Ruben Gotay hit a leadoff solo home run to left field, his first as a Long Island Duck. And Long Island led it at that point 7-1, and 2 more runs coming in the 8th inning against Raul Rivera, as after a leadoff walk by Mike Dowd, Anthony Vega tripled off the glove of Rene Tassoni in center field, his 5th triple of the year, which leads the league, bringing in a run, and then an RBI ground out from Matt Wessinger scoring Vega. And so the Ducks had gotten a 9-1 lead. John Brownell allowed a leadoff walk in the 9th, but nothing further. And Long Island wins the game by a final count of 9-1. The final totals today: 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Ducks. They left 6 on base for the Skeeters. 1 run on 4 hits, 1 error. They left a total of 4 on base. John Brownell, with the complete game effort, gets the win and improves to 4-1 on the season. The loser, Parker Frazier, his 2nd loss of the year, both coming to the Ducks. He's now 5-2. And there was no save, obviously, with the complete game effort. It was the quickest 9-inning game of the year for the Ducks, 2 hours and 15 minutes. And no surprise with the way Brownell pitched in front of an announced crowd today of 4,648. As for today's player of the game, absolutely no question, John Brownell, who ties the franchise record for games started with 91, ties the franchise record in wins with 40, and turns in his first complete game of the season with 9 innings of 4-hit baseball. Gave up just 1 run earned all the way in the first inning, walked 1, struck out 7, allowed just 3 total base runners over the final 8 innings of the game. And so for Brownell, he picks up another complete game as a member of the Ducks. It is his 17th complete game in 5 seasons as a member of the Ducks. Just a splendid effort today from Brownell, and another 2 records that he can add to his list as a member of the Long Island Ducks. He is now either tied or in sole possession of the Long Island Ducks all-time records in wins, innings pitched, strikeouts, and games started. We'll take another break here on the postgame show, and when we come back, out-of-town scoreboard, then we'll wrap things up here from Bethpage Ballpark, where the kids are running the bases following the Long Island Ducks 9-1 win.
Hey fans, this is infielder Matt Wessinger, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up. It's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season. And with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Well, what more can you say about John Brownell? He has tied the franchise record in wins. He's tied the franchise record in games started. A guy who has been such a gamer for Long Island since he came here back in 2012 at the end of the season. Won back-to-back championships with the Ducks in his first 2 years. Was the Championship Series MVP in 2013. The Atlantic League Pitcher of the Year last season. Now has in sole possession or tied for 4 Ducks records among pitchers, the big ones, the wins, the innings pitched, the games started, and the strikeouts. So congratulations to John Brownell on tying Randy Leak for those 2 records. He is slated to start on Saturday in Southern Maryland and would likely move into sole possession of first place in the game started category if he does start that game indeed. And then if he does pick up the win, would be in sole possession of the franchise record in victories. A look at the out-of-town scoreboard shows that the Ducks do close to within a half game of the Somerset Patriots for first place in the Liberty Division. They pick up a game in the standings as Bridgeport defeats Somerset 4-1 at TD Bank Ballpark. Jimmy Patterson, the win, improves to 1-1. Mickey Story, the loss, drops to 1-3, and Taylor Thompson earns his second save of the year. No home runs in the game, but Anthony Giansanti driving in 2 runs for Bridgeport to lead the way. Josh Vitters and Andy Chavez also picked up RBIs. Michael Jones had the lone RBI for Somerset in the loss. And so Long Island now just a half game back in the division before they begin a 6-game road trip. The only other game today happened in York, Pennsylvania, where the Revolution were defeated by the Barnstormers 3-1. So Lancaster continues their strong start to the season against their in-state rivals as they have now won 5 of the first 6 meetings against them. The winning pitcher was Mike Lee. He improves to 2-1 on the year. James Simmons the loss, and he drops to 4-2. The save to Corey Burns, his 9th of the season. There was 1 home run in that game. Andy Marte of York hit his 3rd of the season to account for York's lone RBI. Travis Witherspoon had 2 hits and 2 runs batted in to lead the way for Lancaster, and Lance Sawatsky, the other run batted in. They were rained out earlier today in New Britain, the Bees against the Blue Crabs in that series finale, so postponed. That'll become a doubleheader. Mets were shut out today down in Miami by the Marlins 1-0. A great performance by Jose Fernandez, who struck out 14 Mets batters in 7 innings of 4-hit shutout baseball. He improves to 9-2 on the year. Matt Harvey pitched well, 7 innings of 1-run ball, but nothing he can do about that as he falls to 4-8. The save to A.J. Ramos, his 18th of the year. The lone RBI of the game coming off the bat of J.T. Realmuto with a single in the 5th inning. Meanwhile, the Yankees facing the Orioles, and the Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Bottom half of the 7th inning down in Baltimore. CC Sabathia starting for the Yankees, 5 shutout innings. He has since given way to Kirby Yates, and now Dylan Betances is on. Kevin Gossman started for the Orioles. And now T.J. McFarland is pitching. Yankees lone RBI coming off the bat of Alex Rodriguez. A base hit to center field in the 3rd inning. And tonight is Game 2 of the NBA Finals out at Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. It'll be the Warriors hosting the Cavaliers, with the Warriors looking to go up 2-0. So that'll do it for the out-of-town scoreboard. Meanwhile, the Ducks will hit the road on Tuesday after an off day. Tomorrow they will head to York, Pennsylvania for their first visit of the season at Peoples Bank Park and their first meeting of the year with the York Revolution, who they will face 10 times over the final 27 games in this first half. Matchup of 2 teams right near the top of their divisions. The Revolution currently are in first place by 2 games over the Barnstormers in the Freedom Division. Meanwhile, the Ducks are currently just a half game back of Somerset in the Liberty Division. Ducks will be sending left-hander Darren Downs to the mound to start that one. He has been struggling of late, now 3-2 with a 5.08 ERA on the season through 8 starts, so he will be looking to bounce back in that outing. Revolution will counter with right-hander Tony Pena. It'll be the Ducks game of the week, so we'll have all the action for you on our flagship radio station, 103.9 FM LI News Radio. And a big road trip for Long Island as they will face the first place York Revolution for 3, and then head to face the last place Southern Maryland Blue Crabs for 3 down at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland. That'll do it for us on this Sunday afternoon here at Bethpage Ballpark. Once again, the final score was the Long Island Ducks 9, the Sugar Land Skeeters 1. Congratulations once again to John Brownell, a complete game victory today, and he has now tied the Long Island Ducks franchise records in wins with 40 and games started with 91, equaling Randy Leake in both categories. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be on Tuesday evening when the Ducks visit the Revolution for the first of 3 at Peoples Bank Park. Our pregame show will begin at 6:15. First pitch at 6:30 p.m. You can follow all the action on the Ducks flagship radio station, 103.9 FM LI News Radio, and online at linewsradio.com. My name is Michael Pollack. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with me. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast and the Ducks victory. Have a great rest of your Sunday. We'll do it all over again on Tuesday night in York, Pennsylvania. Good night and so long from Central Islip, New York.